Welcome everyone to the Barrhead and District Forum interviews for the 2021 municipal elections. The Barrhead Chamber of Commerce, Barrhead Leader, and Barrhead Public Library thanks you for your time today. Welcome Division 1 candidate for the County of Barrhead, Debra Boyle. Before we get started, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little about why you're seeking election?
My name's Debra Boyle. I've been in the area for the past 16 years as a resident. I've had two of my children graduate through the educational program here in Barrhead. For the past 8 years, I have been thinking about running for council to help my community and help the growth of our county. And I have not been able to have the time to do that, so at this point in time, being semi-retired, I decided that I would put forth my name and see if there's not anything that we can do together as a community to help the growth and definitely address some issues with our constituents in the county.
County Council is paid to attend meetings as they should be. What are your thoughts on using Zoom or similar media for meetings other than council meetings to remove the high cost of travel?
Well, our provincial and our federal governments both have gone to Zoom meetings and virtual meetings throughout the pandemic. It has definitely proven to be advantageous in a lot of areas. Number one, the travel costs, whether it be taxpayer or council funded, is definitely an issue. The safety of people traveling to and from these meetings, especially in the winter, is definitely something that we need to look at. And most importantly, with having virtual meetings, it makes it a little bit easier for people to come together even if they're feeling a little under the weather. In this day and age, we are asked not to go to work if we're not feeling well. So if you have several council members that have even just a little bit of a sniffle due to allergies or a cold, they're unable to attend those meetings. So definitely I think it's something that council need to look at in the future for those reasons.
Infrastructure, maintenance, and the building of new amenities is always an issue for residents. What amenities would you like to see in the community?
Well, I think if you were to ask the residents of our county that question, you'd probably receive a wide variety of answers depending on the life situation of that individual. And as we know, the stability of our community has been there from our senior families, and in order to move forward in Barrhead, we need to attract younger families in order for us to grow. Growth is very important in order to maintain our infrastructure and the like. Myself personally, what I would like to see is some sort of maybe park or venue that families can come together so that youngsters, teenagers, and grandparents alike can enjoy those facilities. Our counterparts in other counties have been quite successful in having amenities such as a take it or leave it program, where they have built a structure for people to take things that can't be put into the dump, and so thereby one man's junk is another person's treasure. And I believe things like that will be very helpful in our community in not only bringing people together, but in also helping the environment as well.
Several residents have said crime and crime reduction is a concern. What, if anything, can municipalities do to help reduce crime?
Well, I think one of the most important things is to recognize the job that our RCMP are doing right now at this point. They are working diligently with only 10 officers working 24/7 in our area. And they are doing a wonderful job in apprehending our criminals. Having said that, there needs to be more support with our RCMP and our provincial and federal counterparts to ensure that when these criminals are caught, that their sentences are given accordingly and the Crown and Court are holding them accountable. Over 80% of failure to appear and breach of conditions are thrown out of court, and therefore the criminals have no consequences for their actions. In speaking with the RCMP, there are several things that we can look at as far as reducing the crime rate in our county. Adding other officers is a wonderful idea, and there's absolutely no chief in Canada that would tell you that having extra officers wouldn't be helpful. Previous council have come up with the BARC program, which is a very, very informative program for the county and individuals in the county to come together to report crimes. However, it's not enough. It's not enough to have more officers. It's not enough to just have the Crown and the Council putting forth what they need to do in order to reduce the crime rates. Almost 100% of our crime in our county has a root problem. The root problem being mental health and addiction. And working with our mental health and addiction counselors in our county and working with our county members and our town county members and other counties, we can work harder and we can produce more mental and health and addiction counselors to help people and thereby reducing the crime rate slowly.
Is there one point you would like to make that hasn't already been discussed?
Well, I think the most important thing, whether you be a municipal councillor or in the provincial or the federal or the town areas of government, we need to work together. There needs to be negotiation, there needs to be helpfulness with not only between the town council and the county council, other counties. We need to work together with other counties to resolve these issues that we're all facing. And that to me is one of the biggest reasons that I am running, in order to bring my constituents together and to help to integrate with other councils to be able to come together as a force. There's strength in numbers, and if counties and town councils can come together and work for the greater good and work for the same goal, I think it would be more effective.
Thank you again for participating in this format. Before letting you go, do you have any closing remarks?
In closing, as I had said previously, I think working together as a community and a council as a whole is going to be beneficial for everyone. In this day and age, with a lot of division that we have in our society, coming together is something that we need to do more often. And it's my goal to help my constituents and the people in my area and my county to achieve these goals. And I think in order to do that, we need to come together as a whole and move forward. So don't forget to go out and vote October 18th and put your views forward.